you know, probably one of the most important things to do, and that is figure out the tree.
Right, you gotta find the right tree for your tree stand placement. And we're just gonna go over a few things with you quickly about tree stand placement and setting it up safely.
This dictates, it really does. One, we know the prevailing winds. The prevailing winds are south-southwest. So that means it's coming down this mountain draw going this way. Most of the time you guys are gonna be dealing with white-tailed deer, but now that we live out here in Colorado, we're dealing with mule deer, elk, and everything.
And bears, everything.
So what we've got, we've got a water hole. And we've got a big pasture that we broadcasted some seed, and we got clover and sandfoin and everything in there. So what we're doing is we want to be on this side for the prevailing winds. So we're going to look up on this side over here. This tree's great. It's, you know, the pine carries cover. The only thing is, I think it's too tight.
I think we're way too close on this one. I think we need to look over that way a little bit more.
You know, as we come through here, I like a lot of these that have cover, or trees that have cover. You might have another one that doesn't have the cover, but it's real close. Look at this. Great structure. It's breaking up that silhouette, you know, our west. So I think what we'll do, let's take that tree's real straight.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have as many branches to break either.
Yep.
All right, we'll go get
the only
it set up
thing
there.
is we'll have to do some clearing here.
Yeah.
So we have a good shot there.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Yep. All right, RJ, what do you think? Mom and I thought this one, yep. I'd like to try to continue the cover. We might have to trim a little bit there.
Yep. Let's get the stand up first, though.
Okay.
And then once we're up there, we'll tell where we're going to go. Good.
Hey, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to properly hang a ladder stand. Let's clear.
While he's talking, I'm going to get busy.
Yeah, let's clear this out. What we're going to do is we're going to put the ladder stand up, and then we're going to walk it and pivot it as far to the left as possible.
To bump up against that branch?
Yes, sir. Because then all we have to do is just trim a little bit, not a lot. All right, what we want to do, we want to get this ladder stand straight up, facing away from the tree. And because there's two people, we can plant that down. The other thing is, if you were doing one person, you would butt that ladder, the end of that ladder, up against that tree and do exactly what RJ's doing. All right, I'm gonna have the girls, so one grab this side.
And up. Oh, you guys are making this easy.
Look how easy. That's how easy a ladder stand goes up. Now, what we've done is we've got the ladder up there. You see RJ has the ratchet already hanging. Pick this ladder stand up and swing it all the way over. That looks good, huh?
I'd say so.
Now you saw us use the straps and how we bring it up with one person holding on. If it was an individual, you would have the end butt of that ladder touching this tree and you would walk it up like RJ did. Because we have a little bit of help, and we always recommend, honestly, you always have someone to help you, just because it will definitely help you, and more than anything, it's safe. So now we've got the ladder exactly where we want it. We're gonna grab those straps. We're gonna wrap it around the tree.
Okay. We're gonna play like maypole. Of course, it helps if you have someone taller around to make sure that that middle brace is on the tree before you tighten it down.
This is the only time that we show this like this, and that is we have to get our lifeline up. So RJ's actually gonna climb up with his harness, wrapping it around the tree and over here on both his hooks. And as he climbs up, he's gonna get the lifeline on, and then we're all ready to go for our safety.
Another thing about tree stand safety, always have a rope on the tree stand. So as he's climbing up, making sure everything's secure, I'm gonna attach the lifeline to it so he can use both of his hands climbing up rather than having to worry about carrying a rope as well. It's also good for all your, whether it's your bow, your gun, whatever other things you may need to pull up.
What RJ is doing, after being attached all the way up the tree, he's putting the first ratchet on, not on the platform, but on the base where the seat is. The next thing you want to do when you get your strap up there on the tree, you want to make sure that it's perfectly straight across, not at an angle, and then ratchet it. Now what RJ's doing is the second strap The second strap is on the base of the platform. This way, you've got your seat fully attached to the tree, and now the platform will be snugged up and fully attached to the tree. That's 2 points of contact, just that alone. Then you had these straps, that's another, and then you have your pole here, and that pole not only supports the ladder, but it also stabilizes things.
Now that we have the stand all strapped in, extra ratchet straps, making sure that we're gonna be up there safe no matter what, we have that lifeline attached to the rope to the base of the tree. So once he's done there, he's gonna pull that up, attach that lifeline, so then every time any of us come out here to hunt, we're gonna have it automatically so you stay connected from the ground up. All the time, I don't care if it's a ladder stand, a tree stand with sticks, whatever it is, always be connected from the ground up.
All right, now that RJ installed the lifeline, what we like to do is we like to come here on the low end and tie it off to the ladder. And then as he comes down, he'll slide the carabiners with the knots, and everything stays tight right here. And then what happens as you climb up, or as you're climbing in for the first time, you attach, and it's just climbing like this, sliding and going like that. That's always staying attached to the tree. Right when that foot leaves that ground or that foot's coming down, always stay attached.
So I mean, it was pretty simple putting up a ladder stand, being safe about it. The last step, honestly, is just making sure you have all your shots cleared out. The way you guys chose and how we chose that tree, when we're standing here, we almost didn't have to cut anything. So all RJ's doing right now is taking out a couple where maybe the bow might hit a limb, and that would be it.
That limb might hit his bow, but mine's
not gonna
way
hit
lower.
ours. No, I know. And you don't want to cut too much out. You want to make sure you still have cover while you're going and trimming out
And now
that
look
tree.
at the silhouette. Do that again, RJ. Draw back. Look at that. His body is against the tree. He's got all the foliage, and those pines, it's not like an oak or a maple. They're not dropping the leaves. They're staying there. So we've got everything there, and he's got all the opportunities. And yes, we favored a left-handed shooter because all he's got to do is do this, but I'm hunting out of there first.
Why?
Because I think it's only fair.
It's not fair, but that's okay. That's okay, but that's it. That's awesome. So we're done. Let's go.